Hey guys, Gary Grate here, Charles Gracie Academy, Reno. I got Travis helping me out this week again. I'm just going over some mount stuff, kind of when you're having trouble getting a submission mounted. So, a couple things, really quick. You get a guy, he's turtled up here. You're not in a fight, you're not striking and opening things up, but it's hard to get under his elbows, it's hard to get an arm, it's hard to get to his neck. One way to get to these arms, especially if you're not strong enough to get an Americana or something down there, is to get an Americana. I want to make these two frames here and just lay on this arm and just use my whole body to drive this thing down. Okay? And then use both hands to try to trap that Americana. What happens a lot of times is you get this and you're down here and he's holding this elbow down to the mat really tight, and it's hard to get underneath here to finish that, and the guy escapes. Well, if he's holding that down tight, this side usually isn't. So when you've got this down and you can't get underneath here, just come this way, and all I'm going to do is chop it right here, slip that under for my Americana. So all I'm doing, again, he's holding tight, drive. I'm not pushing, I'm not trying to shove. I might be able to get it down like this, but now it's hard to control that because I got all this space. Okay? So drive this thing down and lay on it, and then try to finish this. And he's pushing this elbow down hard, or you can't come right here and slip this under right there. Okay? So that was one thing. The second one, his arms are here. If he's not letting me move these, he's not letting me get to him, what I'm usually going to try to do is try to push that elbow this way, towards his belly button. Okay? Even if it doesn't, if you look, it's not really moving, it's just moving him and kind of squishing into him. A lot of times I'll get both hands, and I'm going to pull it into his belly button. At the same time, I'm moving me around that. Okay, so this arm, I would push his elbow to his belly button, move my ribs around that. As soon as I get my rib cage on that elbow, this opposite hand is going to trap his head. So when he tries to pull that arm out, it's hard. If I don't have his head, he's going to swing and pull that elbow down pretty easy. So again, he's here. I can't get to anything. He's turtled up here and here. Okay, once I've got that here, I'm laying my weight here. I'm going to bring my leg up to support, and then this hand is just going to creep around and replace my arm. And right here, I'm squeezing my ribs down on his elbow and shoulder. My elbow and knee are pinching together. And you can hold it pretty tight. It's really tough to pull that arm out of here from here. So frame this off. Then from here, without giving any space, I'm going to pin this to his shoulder. Okay, trap that. Once I'm pretty sure I have that, then I can release this. Under his head's hard to do sometimes. Find that little space under his neck. Double up this grip. And then I'm going to switch up. Once I switch up, then from here I can kind of switch to my figure four and get this gift wrap here in the figure four position. From here, I've got a ton of things to do, okay? If I want to choke, I can open this up, hand this to it, choke here, go to my bow and arrow choke, etc. If I want a arm bar, I'm going to loop this over, frame his head to the mat, and I'm putting all my weight on this so that this foot's kind of light. That allows me to walk it up to his armpit. Then I'm going to extend my frame and lean back towards this knee so this leg's kind of light. Then I can work around for my arm bar and come to here. From here, if you're missing the arm bar, usually this foot came around the head. If you're having trouble, he's got hands locked, etc. It's really hard to get this arm bar. If you want to take his back, fall, keep him tight here. Fall to this side, and then this leg is going to swing me around at the same time my figure four frames him away. Get to his back here. Another option you have, start from scratch in here. Shove in here, ribs, hand, knee, elbow, double up on my grip. Okay, transfer up. Okay, be careful, skipping a lot of steps in the video here. Stay tight with all that. Okay, get your figure four. Okay, again, if I want to go just to his back from here, I need to make sure my knee is up here past his shoulders, so it's up here by his head. I don't want it back down here. I want my knee as high up here as possible. Higher the better. My foot, I'm going to drive forward. It's going to touch his back. So you can see my toes back here touching his back. That way when I sit back, I'm not just falling and pulling him on top of me. I'm lifting his head to the ceiling, and I can come around and have his back here. A lot of times you can pull here, and he'll pull his arm back in resistance and pull me right into a choke. Or from here I can loop around, switch to my arm bar again, etc., etc. One more thing on the bow and arrow choke. So when I'm here, shove this down, okay, down to the belly button, ribs and hand, then my knee, and my elbow, then double up on this, no space, boom, transfer up, here, switch your figure four. One more thing on the bow and arrow choke. When I open this and go here, when I grab, my left leg back here has to do the same thing. If I fall back now, my leg's gonna be stuck on my side, I won't be able to use it. Tuck this, so that when it comes out, it's here. Now I can come up and cross. Okay. And then I have the option to armbar and such from there. So that's pretty much all we did this week. This is a series of chokes and such from there. Like I said, there's a ton of stuff you can do from there. That's it. BJJReno.com. Thanks, guys.